Aries, and welcome to Sunshine Intuitive Readings. This is my first reading for you. I thought I would join the YouTube world and share my sunshine with my YouTube friends. So welcome. I hope you enjoy your reading for the month of March 2016, and we'll see what it brings. I also encourage you to check out my video for your rising sign as well, as sometimes there's some things that will pop out of that video as well that will be relevant for you in your month ahead. So without further ado, let's get started. I will be using the Rider-Waite Deck Tarot. It's one of my favorites. It's a very common one. People can resonate with the visuals of the cards. And the spread I'll be doing is very basic. It's what will be impacting you from our four elements: the air, fire, water, and earth. So let's take a peek and see what your month ahead is going to bring. Okay. Ah, very nice. Very nice. Okay, so these two cards up here, I always pick an additional two cards. And these are the overall influence, the overall feel for your month. So up here we have the High Priestess, which is showing you in a very calm position, a position of authority. And very good month, really, to have that card as an overlying feeling. You also have the Knight of Wands here, which is interesting because it tells me that you potentially might be getting some messages this month. So it could be an interesting month for you, but the overall feeling is that you'll be handling these with calm and with grace. So the first card that we pulled was representative of air, which is the things that impact your mind, and the way that you're feeling, the way that you're thinking for the month of March. So I see here you have the Five of Wands. So I think, this month you might be thinking, I've got a lot to build here. I've got to pick up and go. Maybe I've been a little bit stagnant for a while. I've been thinking about a lot of things. I've been thinking about what I want to do. This is the month that I'm going to be able to put my plans into motion. And it looks like you're going to have a lot of help here to do that. So that's really good. I think your mind is aflutter right now with all of the things that you want to put into motion, which is excellent. And look at all the help that you have here to make those things happen. So that's definitely very positive. In the position of fire, we have the Empress in reverse. And the fire represents the passion, right? What you're passionate about, what you really want to transpire to, your heart, so to speak. And we have the Empress in reverse. So when we have the Empress in the upright position, she brings everything joyous. So, love, abundance, joy, all of the good things of life. In reverse, I'm thinking that maybe you might be a little bit run down with all of this work that you're thinking about. You might say, I don't have time for all of that, but don't lose sight of that because that's very important overall for everybody's well-being. So I think this month you might be really busy trying to put all of your plans into motion, but we can't lose sight of the love that's there. It's there. So don't reject it. The love and abundance and the joy and all of the good things that the Empress card wants to bring you. So try to make time for those things in your life because they are there. They are presenting themselves. And sometimes we get so caught up in the daily grind and trying to make things happen and get all of our work done that we lose sight of the important things that are there for us to take. In the water position, which is your emotions, you have the Eight of Swords, which is quite interesting, actually, when I look at this card. This is how you're feeling The water represents your emotions and how you're feeling. And it almost feels like you feel, you know, like you're all alone, that there's things going on that you weren't aware of. Or you might just be blind to what is there, to the love that is there and is presenting itself to you. So this is an interesting card in this position, because I would say that really it's asking you to be open to what is around you. So don't reject that love. It might not always be what you want to hear. There might be people that enter your life that give you messages that you don't necessarily want to hear this month. Don't reject it, because you know that is reality, right? So I always think of the word that comes to mind when I see this card is hoodwinked. Sometimes we block out what we don't want to see, but it's still there. It's still there. So even if you address it and you acknowledge it, you're still going to be in a position of calm, of authority, of being able to handle whatever messages come your way. So don't let it get you down this month, and don't reject it, right? There is love there. Sometimes there's tough messages that people will bring. It doesn't necessarily mean that they're not trying to help you. Some people can come across in a little bit of a harsh way, you know, a little less tactful than others. It doesn't mean that they don't love you, and it doesn't mean that the message isn't there to help you. So don't deny those things this month. If you see things like that crop up this month, you know, don't deny it, because you're going to be able to handle it, okay? And lastly, in the earth position, we have, which represents material things, so things that you can physically touch, things that are in your life that you can touch, that you can feel. And this is the Page of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card in this position. So here we have, you know, messages potentially of money coming in from afar. So I don't see this something that you're working towards. This could be unexpected money coming in from afar. And it's just a beautiful card. It's showing you that, you know, you do have the world at your feet. You know, you can spend a little bit of money and go away for a trip. You know, it might involve some water there. The water's really calling me in this card here right now. But I see that's in a great position. There's a lot of messages of goodness coming this way, from a material standpoint. So maybe all of that work that you're doing is paying off, and you're going to book a trip somewheres where there's some water. So that all looks really, really good. Lastly, we'll pull the last card, which is the overall feel, the outcome of this month. So when we put all of this together, what does that mean at the end of the month, of March? Where is Aries going to be? And this is an excellent card. This is the Justice card. It's a card of the High Arcana. And this card speaks to, you know, everything is in balance. Everything is where it needs to be as far as you stand. Maybe those messages might come through in a less than positive manner. Doesn't matter. You've got this one. You've got this. You know, you've got your sword in an upright position. You're holding strong. This is a very strong card. So you're coming out of this month. You may have some challenges. You may have some things that you don't want to hear. At the end of the day, you are coming out of this month in a very, very strong position. You've handled these with grace. You've handled these with diplomacy. And I definitely feel that you're coming out of this month in a very strong position. It could be because of all the work effort that you're putting forward. My only advice to you to really be aware of this month, Aries, is make sure that you don't block out the positive when you hear the negative, because it definitely is coming from a good place. It might not be in the manner that you wish to receive the message, but it is coming from the heart, and you're going to end up shining at the end of this month. So thank you for joining me this month, Aries. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I look forward to seeing you next month, and until then, keep your head up and keep smiling, sunshine. Enjoy.